Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow.
This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
Here we go. What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandada. Listen, before I introduce these guys, next week we're going to have a logo. It's going to start being put on. I'm not going to tell you the name because I love the name. On that, to my right at the moment, because it always flips up somehow and I don't know who's going to be located where. On my right, I got Butch. On my left, I got Macho. Gentlemen, I don't know if the UK has Thanksgiving, but gentlemen, how are your Thanksgiving? And introduce yourself, please.
Oh, thank you, sir. No, we don't do Thanksgiving, but, you know, I like calories. Calories are good.
You almost made me spit up. You almost got me.
Yeah, it's your boy Butcher, best heel in the business, Maximum Wrestling World Order Podcast. But that's going to finish soon because I'm making a decision soon.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Wait. Don't give him no more heat. Don't give him no more heat. Don't give him no more heat. Next week, we drop a new logo. You say whatever you want to say, and we'll finish it that way. That's bang! Macho, Thanksgiving.
What's up?
Who did the cooking?
Man.
Who did the cooking, Macho?
Someone else did all the lifting. I did all I lifted a fork, bro. That's what I did. I lifted a fork a lot. Dude, I got so good.
Best thing you ate.
Absolutely. We got to get Butcher out here, man. It'll be one of the tastiest meals he's ever had, man.
Hey, I like calories.
Right?
Listen, we got to get you out of here. I'll make.
Hey,
sorry. Before I forget, I got a intro for you. What was it? Yeah. So my name is Macho. I'm up on my boy Chef's podcast here. I'm like the truth to a lie, a thumb to your eye. If you don't like it, it's too bad. I'm the best thing going around. Woo! All right.
You're meant to like him. You're not meant to like me.
Oh, you don't gotta like it.
Listen, when Butcher comes to the States, you know I'm making him a Benin. I'm gonna turn Butcher Puerto Rican for 24 hours. I'm gonna send him back home 20 pounds heavier. I'm not even lying to you guys. I'm gonna feed this guy like he's never eaten in his life. Gentlemen.
Oh, Butcher, wait till you get the Puerto Rican rum and coconut, the coquito.
Oh my God. That's
so
listen.
good.
I'm 4 days away from making mine, and people like, oh, I want to order. If you're serious, $25 a bottle because I put that work in, and I'm gonna put you something that's gonna help you sleep. So
good stuff, man. You like calories? That's the business.
Listen, on
calories,
that,
and I like rum.
Oh.
You're
gonna fit in.
Rum.
But I hope everybody listening had a really good and safe Turkey Day. And if you're across the pond, just make it happen. Pick a day. Join us. Pick a Turkey Day, bro.
It's your Turkey Day.
Exactly. Y'all got Boxing Day. Just add another one.
So listen. ICW is coming back. I'm excited. We do know that Fight Club will now be seen on the WWE Network every Saturday. Well, something special happened that I was like, oh, I got to talk about this. It's sad, but it's a positive going forward. We lost Lionheart about a year ago, who, it's just a sad dude was the man. To me, he was like Europe's Randy Orton kind of guy. He was just special to me. ICW is to start the official Lionheart League. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, this is crazy. Now, Group A, so I'm thinking it might be kind of like how New Japan has the show that they just did. I forgot what the hell it's called, where they got the groups.
Yeah, the G1.
The G1.
G1 Climax.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that. And block A for ICW is going to have Grant, and I chop up everyone's name. It's MCIVOR. I'm not even going to try to say it because I don't want to ruin this guy's last name. Liam Thompson, who's official. Stevie James, official. And then Butcher's Boy, Stevie Boy, is in this block for block A. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. 3 of the 4 of these guys can win, and I'm not mad at this. Stevie Boy, I do think will come out of this block. If not, I think it will go to Stevie James. I don't know, but to me, it's got to be Stevie Boy.
I mean, I had the the first guy's name is Grant McGiver. Well, probably it depends on where you're from in Scotland, how you pronounce it.
So how do you say it? How do you say it?
It would be McIver.
McIver. Okay. See, now I know McIver. I got it. Look at that. Boom.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm looking at it now. I mean, I would expect. Listen, they're just coming back, so there's going to be some special matches then already. You know, you'd half expect it to be. You know, it for me with it being called the Lionheart. You know what I mean? You know, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
I think it's a pass of the torch as well.
I know you keep saying
and
that
I
too.
think,
saying that.
you know, I really do think, you know, the 2 main guys, Duncan and Mark Dallas, hold Stevie Boy in high regard. He had that bad injury a couple of years ago where he had to basically vacate the championship, and then he came back, you know, held the championship and dropped it recently to Noam Dar. I just think this is the icing on the cake, and Stevie Boy's that, you know, it's almost like the briefcase.
Yeah.
You know, it's his redemption. You know, hopefully I can't wait.
I
can't wait, man. I'm so fucking excited for this. When you sent me that the other day, right? I'd heard nothing. I'd not looked at my phone all day. I have days like that when I just don't tune into anything, right? And then he sent me this thing, and I was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" I was like, "Oh damn!" I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I was just like, "Fucking went on," because it'd been like a couple of days before, and I shouted at you, didn't I? And I said, "Whoa, what the fuck's up with Mark Dallas?" Mark Dallas has like cut himself off all social media.
Yeah.
It's like, motherfucker, this guy had me as a friend. We were like messaging and that. And I was checking my message and I was like, motherfucker's either blocked me or he's invisible. Even he ain't but, you know, help me up with a job.
Macho, what you got for block A?
I'm gonna go with you on this one. I think it's kind of a lock. Like, I can't see anybody. Well, no, I could, but I'm not going to be a maverick. I'm not going to call any dark horses. So we're going to leave it where it's at.
All right. So block B is Alexander Darwin McCallan. I hope I said that right. Am I close enough to it?
Yeah.
Boom.
You're all right.
Okay. So then you have Ian Skinner, Jason Reed, and one of my most hated guys in ICW, DCT. Listen, I don't know why I don't like this guy, but every time he comes on, I'm like, man, I fucking hate DCT. Like, and I've never been around him. He could be the grandest guy ever, but he comes on, and I fucking can't stand this guy. I'm like, I don't like him. I don't like Coach. If the only thing good that came out of DCT is when he was with Viper. Like, I hated both of them. I loved when Bram was punching him in his face and making him look like the Elephant Man. Like, I enjoyed watching ass whooped. He's a great wrestler, but I just cannot stand DCT. So out of this entire block, as long as DCT does not win, I'm cool with it. Butcher, please.
You know what? I was really surprised Ravy Davey wasn't in these.
Yeah, especially with the beef between.
I was really surprised.
Yeah, I thought Ravy Davey would be in there, and I thought Rampage Jackson would be. I was surprised as a few
Rampage
guys.
just signed with NXT UK, but I don't know. The thing is, I think NXT have got that kind of relationship with ICW where NXT don't literally have you tied down to a lucrative fucking mainstream contract. They allow you to flow. It's almost like a brand share, isn't it? Talent share. Yeah, and I think that's the respectful thing. You know, they're on the ICW now. I've got a good relationship on the network. That's good money. That, you know what I mean? He's earning money, which is, to be honest with you, has probably been one of the main reasons they're still in business. Because I really do think, had they not had that kind of backing from WWE, they may have struggled. I know a lot of businesses progress. They're on a fucking massive hiatus. Due to, obviously, you can't pay talent, can you? You know, if you can't pay your talent, you can't do nothing. There's quite a few promotions gone in the UK, and the UK was growing. You know, Defiant Wrestling, that went.
Man, did it?
That went because
that had what's his name as their figurehead, right? Barrett.
Wade Barrett.
Barrett was doing the Defiant, right?
I think the thing that basically hit them and kicked them in the nuts was Rampage signed a lucrative contract with ICW, and then Mark Haskins up and went to ROH, which was a huge move for Haskins, and he's grasped it. And there wasn't really anyone that could, you know, let's be honest. They're two big deals, them in the UK. You know, like you say, Rampage has gone to NXT UK.
Which I find surprising. Like, let me rephrase that. It's not surprising, but it kind of is at the same time.
I always said he was the one Impact let get away, you know.
Yeah.
I never understood how they never signed him and Mastiff. And
that's what I was about to say. Like,
because they're so over in the UK. Like,
I was baffled. I was baffled.
Think about the names that British Boot Camp had. Like, if you take 3 of those talents, they grow. They had Kaylee Ray sitting there. You had both Blossom twins. You had so now I'll just say Killian Dane, so the fans know them. You had Rampage Jackson. You had Marty Scurll.
They had that in their grasps, right? You weren't meant to know how big these people would become. And they've only become big because they've been treated well, they've done their jobs, they've kept their mouths shut. You know, some haven't succeeded in the way that they should have. But they kept going and they were professional. You know, Spud was one of them. Spud was fucking, you know what? I hated him as a UK performer. But when he went to Impact, I thought, you know what? He's fucking fantastic, as you know what I mean, as that stooge.
Well, he was great with Kurt Angle too. That match with Kurt Angle was phenomenal.
Dude, he's got he oozes fucking mic skill. Like he's so good on the mic and in front of the camera.
Yeah. And watching him on NXT with Dave, that's I like that. I like that. You know? But to look at that old boot camp thing and to think they did treat it. They didn't do a WWE and go, this is tough enough. Only one winner. Let's sign them all.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And they did literally stay with Mark Andrews. And I like Andrews.
That's my guy. I'm a fan.
You know, they signed Grado, right? Grado, I love it when people have a dig at Grado, right? The lad is a dick. He's meant to be a dick. He calls himself a dick.
Yeah, he's another pro that kayfabes and doesn't break. He just stays in it and he's in it.
I'll tell you what, fucking, I've been there. I've been in the Hydro and I've heard Madonna play, and I shit you not, right? Wow. What, goosebumps. How are you meant to get goosebumps at the mention of that? Honestly,
I'm going to tell you.
It's mind-blowing just how much love that guy gets.
That moment where he won that title and Mick Foley was there, we see him put the thing. I don't care about nothing of that fight. You don't even have to say nothing about that fight. Listen to the crowd and don't pay attention to nothing in ring. Listen to the crowd go batshit for their guy. That crowd is emotionally singing his song louder than the arena stadium fucking speakers. I did get to ask him because, he's at Impact. I said, yo, dude, what was that feeling like? Like, I don't want to talk to you about Impact. They make you a goofy ass character. Now, he does do goofy shit in ICW, but Grado's not goofy scrub in ICW like they made him a scrub in Impact. So I said, yo, my dude, like, I really want to talk to you about that ICW moment. He gave me his time, and he was like, just listening to the crowd, I forgot what I just did. And that's what he said. Like, he just forgot that he just won the title because the crowd took him to I made it. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is phenomenal. Guys, like we were saying.
Go
ahead.
I loved his heel turn with Red Lightning. I thought that was outstanding. Suited up, main event mafia shit, dude. That was amazing. Doesn't get enough recognition, and that's what I hope this podcast does, is allow people, what I mean, to listen and go, oh wow, I you know what I mean. I've never really looked at it, but then you'll get the people that go, oh, they speak a weird language. I can't, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna give it the time of day. I'm telling you, man, there's too much ignorance in the wrestling world.
Yeah,
too much.
You know what it is for me, like knowing that the British strong style is this amazing thing. Like it's the Japanese strong style, British strong style, the lucha, Mexican lucha. Like they all have their own personalities. And when I went down that rabbit hole for the UK scene, I was like, Jesus, these guys are brutal. Like they're really going. They're really hitting each other. They're really like they no pull punch, primal, all the rest of those guys. I'm just like, oh God, they gotta have universal health care. Like there's no fucking way.
The NHS is a blessing, dude. Right? I remember being at an event, right, in Wolf, right, and it was a CZW event, right? So you knew shit was going to go nuts, right? There was 2 matches, right, where they didn't name who would come over from the States, right? So I'm with my mate, and my mate's like, oh, dude, this is his first time he's ever seen CZW. Never watched it at all, right? So I'm chuckling away, right? The first 5 matches that come on were pretty tame. Anyway, right? They left the best till last, right? They went all out shit, right? I'm looking to the side, only a small venue. And they got like the backstage guys are bringing out these fucking fluorescent tubes and shit. And I'm like, oh God, the hook's all this. And he's like, what they bringing? What they bringing? I said, dude, this is going to get nasty. All I hear, right, I shit you not, is wife beaters music. And I went cold. followed by Necro the Butcher. And I was like, there's going to be blood. There's going to be blood. And my mate was sat there watching, and he was like, fucking hell, they're going to kill each other. That's the idea. Obviously, Wife Beater brings out his fucking weed whacker and literally goes, oh, God, man, I think I'm going to be sick. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, wow.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if say you're an ECW fan, you should be.
Yeah, no. What you're saying is legit. You should be checking it out. And
is okay. If not, I'll just mute that spot because it did freeze on my end. But if you're an ECW guy, I think that you should quickly be able to go to ICW without a problem.
Yes.
If you're a CZW fan, if you're a CZW fan, you should be able to like ICW as well.
Even Dragon Gate. If you're a Dragon Gate dude, that's an easy transition too. Because their technical wrestlers are technical as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, what's his name? Who did his stint in Japan? Zach.
Sabre Jr.
Sabre Jr.
Sabre Jr.
Yeah. He's a fucking UK product, and he can put anybody in pretzels, dude. It's amazing.
Yeah, but was the same. You know the thing is, people talk hard.
About that?
People talk hardcore shit, and I'm trying to tell people, with now you have Jimmy Havoc's issues, but Mikey Whiplash, Chris Renfrew, go ahead, put somebody in a King of Insanity match, and take one of these CZW guys. Now, they might be able to do some extra shit and fuck each other up. But now I want to see you wrestle. Like, wrestle, and wrestle one of these guys. And let's see, you know what I mean? Like, I bet you my ICW guys will outlast any of them. And it's not me shitting on them. It's just saying that what happened.
It's different, right? Like, the UK guys, a lot of their plants, their where they come up, like the Pit and the rest of those places, teach them phenomenal fucking foundational skills. Any one of these guys who fucking go hard like that can still have a technical match if they need to. So they're rounded.
I think this is one of the things that gets on my dick, right? Is
chopping your ass, butcher.
All these people, the flap their gums about John Moxley, right? And then
I can't stand John Moxley.
I can't stand him. I think he's overrated.
Yes. Let the hate flow. Dude, I don't give a fuck about
the guy's overrated. The guy's overrated.
No. See, I think his best is behind him. You know what I mean? Like when he went in that sort of venue where he would go have the Staples matches and all the fucking
outside the Shield. What match would you like from John Moxley or Dean Ambrose? Outside the Shield.
No. Back when he was still on the indie scene doing these fucking hardcore matches, those years are behind him. All right, I'm not a Moxley guy. I'm saying I think the reason why he doesn't work for us anymore is because he's not trying to go like that anymore. His hardcore now is just light. He's trying to keep himself healthy.
I firmly believe that John Moxley, right? I don't believe he's a fake. I do believe he's I like to think that he's one of these guys that wants to hold his own. Do you know what I mean? His own glass ball. He wants to make his own history, right?
Yeah, he wants a legacy. Absolutely.
When I look at him and I think, okay, where were you before WWE? The Shield was a big deal. When the Shield showed up in WWE, I was like, oh my God, these guys fucking look awesome, right? But then I go back and I do a little bit of research in his CZW. And I'm like, he didn't do a Jimmy Havoc. He didn't do this guy, And then I look a bit more into it, and he has a walkout in it, TNA, where he shows up, he gets, you know what I mean? And he's never heard of again. But when you hear a lot of people talk about him, and they're talking about this run in AEW, that he's a badass. Listen, he's been booked that way. He's been booked that way,
dude,
right?
Listen,
his best stuff, right? I will say, is in New Japan. I
Absolutely.
believe that.
I agree.
Because he's getting hit hard.
And also, like he got hurt a bit ago, so I don't think he's where he was.
Robinson was perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, like those days are gone. That's well past him. Now he's just trying to wrestle, entertaining and not necessarily dangerous.
Going back to the WWE, this is what I'm saying. There is nothing different what he's doing now to what he was doing in WWE. Folks, it's bullshit.
Yeah, so, same character.
So here's my beef. If I say I didn't know anything New Japan, I didn't know any independent stuff. I know him as the Shield, Dean Ambrose, and right now. He's supposed to be a tough guy, right? That's his gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a week ago, we seen Kingston being interviewed. He walks into Kingston's face. Kingston laughs, turns his hat around, starts getting in his face, talking crazy. He's talking real greasy to him. And what does John Moxley, the tough guy, do? Walk away. If you're a badass and some dude is talking shit, you should slap the shit out of him. All it did.
But you'd expect that, wouldn't you?
I would have.
You would expect that. Yeah, of course you would.
See, my problem with that is
got two guys there.
But they already did that. Like they ran that already. Like they bled that out like 3 matches ago. There's no sense to him doing it again.
It is kind of like what Cody said with the TNT title. It's the most prestigious belt in the game, blah, blah, blah. So you shit it on your title. Then you have John Moxley, the tough guy of your company, get stared down and walk away from the guy who's not supposed to be the face of the company. So what did it make John Moxley look like? It made him look like a bitch.
Stupid. Weak.
Yeah. Weak. It made him look weak.
But this is part of my dig, right? And a part of me is going to kind of have Moxley's back a bit here, because I firmly believe, right, and we've all been critical of WWE and the way they book things, the way they think things, the way they don't look as far ahead as they should be looking. AEW, quite the opposite. Kingston Moxley could have been a perfect rivalry going on for about 3 months, right? You could have got a quarterly rivalry if you'd have used your head. Have Moxley, right, build it up to the point, or take your time, don't start the rivalry, build it up to the point where he's got to go on his paternity.
Yeah, and then bust him up and have him step off.
And that's what you do. Kingston would have been the perfect guy to have Kingston mess him up.
Butcher. The problem with that is they never took the time to build Kingston up. Like,
you don't need to. You don't need to. He's a fucking gangster. When Kingston comes out, there's nothing you look at and go, "Oh, that's a gimmick."
Yeah, but this is the problem. This is the problem.
But against the guy who's had the belt for a whole year. Hold on 1 second though. Like, they literally have thrown every one of their top name guys at him and failed. Okay, literally.
They've done it.
Lance Archer. All their big guys, all their tough guys.
Lost his debut match.
All right, so they've squashed everybody, and you have to build up Kingston before you throw him at that, because you've had a whole year of him looking like an unstoppable beast. It's ridiculous. Unless he comes out with a pipe and literally just takes him out, and then that's it. He's written off.
You have Kingston dug him like he's in the street. You have them fight like it's a street fight and stomp him the fuck out.
But they did that too. They already ran. This is the problem with him, right? They did that with Jericho. Remember when he's got the eye patch on and all the rest of this? Like, it's boring. That's what I'm saying. They can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. How many times are they going to do it?
It's not a one-trick pony. They in AEW, they actually believe that he's like this. The guy is carrying AEW on his shoulders.
And he kind of is.
He carried shit.
No, but he is, because hold up. They got nobody else that they think they can put it on is the problem. We know otherwise, but they clearly don't. or they would have. Okay, they'd have put it on Kenny Omega already. They'd have put it on Lance. They could have put it on a grip of dudes, and they haven't because they're scared and they got no plan.
You know, but this is one of the main issues, right? People like Kingston, right? AEW fans, and I firmly believe this to be not a massive majority, but I do believe that a lot of old WWE fans jump ship, they went AEW. Because they're still talking the same shit that the fucking old WWE fans were. None of them know who Kingston is. And it's exactly the same bunch of people that probably ignore the fact that who these guys from Britain in ICW are. No one can tell me that Moxley, right, without Shine, Redford, Mikey Whiplash, Stevie Boy. I'm going to go Stevie Boy. You know, any of these guys could go with him. It's just
I'll put Joe Coffey in the ring. I'll put Joe Coffey in the ring with him. He'll fucking kill him.
Kill him.
Joe Coffey is the truth. Yes.
What's that guy's name? What's that guy's name that had that poor stint in Impact? The British guy, he came from fucking ICW.
Joe Hendry.
He'd rip him up that. You know, but this is the thing, right? I'm hearing a lot of people talking, and they're like, "Oh, he's a wrestler of the year." Fuck off!
What
Are you
match?
serious?
What match is he giving you that makes him wrestler of the year? Like, I don't like Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns is fucking over for once.
This is the problem, man. People ain't watching the likes of freaking, you know, Walter. You know,
everything is these fans and these stupid Power 500 or whatever it's called. That who's your top best wrestler?
PWI, the fucking PWI.
PWI 500. Yeah,
it's a name value thing. It has nothing to do with what they're doing in ring. That shit don't exist.
And then they're listening to guys like Dave Alvarez and Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez who were on the fucking AEW payroll.
Meltzer, the 5-star fucking podcast
5-star, man. We're going to give you a 7.1. You know?
Look.
Fucking what's the 0.1 for? Not falling over as you come down the ramp.
Listen, you know what the irony for me is? Any one of the tag team guys, hell, fucking put the belt on Sky. Sky's fucking got tons of fucking talent and charisma. Okay? Yeah. He can go. Why don't they? Wasted.
Why the fuck did
Hold up, where is he? Do we gotta put him on
cancel their contract with, you know what I mean? Why?
They got him feuding with fucking Spears. Another guy who they could easily fucking give the fucking their red belt to.
Tag team titles announced. Why?
Wait, are they doing triple tag team announcement?
Triple titles.
Of course they are. Dude, they got the Gun Club. Of course they're gonna fucking do it.
Wait. Who's in the Gun Club besides Billy and his son?
His other son.
Oh, they'll find one.
Yeah. He's got 2 kids.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got Luchasaurus, you got Jurassic freaking Express. It's an absolute joke.
Luchasaurus,
a mockery of New Japan's trio titles.
Dude, Luchasaurus, I would be more believing of that a year worth of run than anybody else.
I would like Luchasaurus to get away from that little bird.
I was going to say that, right? You are going to have to get the smallest freaking elastic band in the world to fit round Marco Stunt's waist.
Marco Stunt can never put the belt around his waist.
Fucking believable. I'll tell you what, right? If they put a belt anywhere near that guy, that would be me done. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, they can throw up. Dude, they can make themselves a cruiserweight belt. They can make themselves a women's. Wait. Oh, by the way, where the fuck is their women's tag belt? Like, why you got these 2 girls running around with medals? I'm like, just give them a belt.
That's an inaugural thing of something.
It's a waste.
I don't know what the hell.
It's a waste. Just give them a belt.
But
I mean, look at all these women, right, in the UK.
Chef's having an aneurysm.
I don't know what AEW is doing. Like,
hold up. Let's give him a minute.
You catch up in a minute.
8 minutes.
Chef, you're gonna have to repeat that last. Just
He's doing a Stephen Hawkins.
AEW's cutting this fucking internet connection. They're like, stop it. Stop hating us.
Stop this guy. Stop this guy. Vince McMahon's like, cut him off. Cut him off.
I don't know about this clown. End him.
Jesus Christ.
Paul, get the boys. Take them out.
End the boys. Tony, are you listening to this?
So hold up. When is that triple tag team thing supposed to happen?
Oh no. It's got shot. What month are we in now? What's their next pay-per-view coming up? What's it called?
Oh, I know.
Well, I know they're doing their shitty winners coming thing, and I don't even know if I count that as a pay-per-view at this point.
Well, that's
don't get it. But you know who's going to announce it, don't you? Right? No one's ever seen Tony Khan walk down a ramp. You know, the music's going to go, the screen's going to go orange, and he's going to walk out with black hair this time. You know, going to say something like, we're going to make an anonymous announcement, you know, and he's going to announce the freaking trios titles, but then he's going to end it with, yeah, but it's not like the TNT title. That's the most prestigious.
You know, and once again, and it seems like we're bashing AEW. We're not. We're not bashing it.
No, I want them to succeed because I want competition. I want them all. Like literally, as if everybody's doing their best, it's best for the wrestlers and it's best for the fans. They're just shitting themselves right now trying to figure out how to do it, and it's fucking sad to watch. It's like kicking it. It's like kicking a toddler with fucking SARS down a fucking flight of stairs.
What's the beautiful girl who just came out and she said Shaq's name? What's her name again? I forgot. She's no.
Cargill.
Yeah. That girl, she announced Shaq. So I don't know when Shaq's coming, right? But that's a moment where people talk. Who's in that segment? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Now, last week he started talking shit and he gets choked out. So why does Cody Rhodes have to keep being around the center of a fucking tension?
This is what
because more people are talking about Cody Rhodes than John Moxley.
Every segment. And he's not in a rivalry with them. But he has to be in every segment.
Like if they're trying to book him as the ironic, I'm the Triple H guy in this fucking federation, fine, you know. But at least fucking embrace it and fucking wink, wink, you know, when you're fucking leaning into it, something, anything, because it's fucking killing me.
I've never seen H on TV like this.
NXT, and Raw, dude. I'm telling you, when H is in, he's in for a minute. All right, it's what's best for business. Like when H is on a run, he's on a run.
There's a big difference between Triple H on your TV and Cody Rhodes on your TV.
Absolutely. I'm not saying it's not the case, but what I will say is that H, at least, you know, he's just leaning into it, right? He's just like, I'm H. I am the destroyer. Just leave me alone in my NXT. Pop, leave me be. You know, like, damn it, Pops, I'm making stuff over here.
I can hear him keep breathing in my ear.
Let me sit in gorilla in peace. Damn it, Pops. The fucking...
Listen. You've been in there 10 minutes too long.
But Cody, I'm just like... He's so... I don't know. He's a fucking... He sucks joy out of the segment. I don't know how he does it either.
Cody Rhodes is what he does.
Is this Cody? Is this Cody?
Yeah.
I think for Cody, less is more, right? Like when I see Cody just doing shit and not talking, I enjoy it. Like Cody doing is entertaining. Cody trying to cut a promo, no.
I think when Cody made the transition and left WWE and went to New Japan, I was kind of like, whoa. Now this is why he should have been given more of a chance in WWE, because he was edgy. You know, he was edgy.
And he's wrestling. Like he's when he's in Japan, right? He's wrestling and he's good.
And then he like shows up in AEW, which we knew was going to happen because of the partnership and that. But a part of me sit there thinking, you know, a bit like Eddie Murphy, what have you done for me lately? You know, and I'm thinking, where's this come from? You know, I mean, okay, he may be friends with the Bucks, but he's been in WWE for the best part of freaking 10 years. And he goes to New Japan for a stint. All of a sudden, him and Sugar Daddy, Khan, and the Elite are building a freaking promotion. And I'm like, wow. I mean, okay. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, I'm not going to say the guy hasn't worked hard for it because he fucking paid his dues.
Dude, for me, when he was in Ring of Honor, he was probably his most entertaining because when he was phenomenal. Not just that, but when he was feuding with the Elite, when they were running that whole, there's the Elite and then there's everybody's plus one, and him and Omega were basically just fucking throwing heat at each other. I was entertained. All right, he bid instead of fucking just sat there and fucking talking. Page is another dude.
Can you say you're that much entertained by Omega?
Not this year.
No, and Bucks. I firmly believe, right, and I'm not saying that they made the wrong decision because at the end of the day, their decision has given us another wrestling promotion, which opens doors for every fucking kid breaking their fucking balls on the indies and everything like that, right? Them doors in WWE weren't wide open. AEW's are. That's the reason Dark is a success, right? You could pick up the phone. Yo, I've been doing this for fucking a couple of years. Come down. We'll have a look at you. Boom. You know, Vince McMahon's not going to do that.
You got to go through the PC. And then Bloom's got to look at you and be like,
and I think, yeah, you've given us something, but at the same time of giving us, you've kind of lost your edge. Without the Bullet Club, they're kind of plain.
Listen, the young scrubs are corny as shit.
Yeah, I don't.
They're a bunch of goofy fake rockers.
I won't have anything to say that.
I love it. I love it when you go after them. You do.
Dude, I can't stand them. And then people go, "Oh, I bet you like them in Impact."
They're both
no, I did not.
Marty Jannetty's.
They're both Marty Jannetty's. Both of them. You know what? From now on, when we talk the young scrubs, they're Marty Jannetty and Marty Jannetty 2.0. So
I remember watching them in the UK, and they got an attitude problem. That's why fucking TNA didn't want shit to do with them.
I don't doubt it because they think they're the shit.
Ego.
Yeah, facts.
It felt like that in New Japan too, except like it seemed like they were on their best behavior, but they still came out with that attitude. I don't know, dude. Like, I think
a lot of people have refused to work with them. I've read. There's a lot of fucking people refuse to work with them. On more than one occasion, Mark fucking Briscoe, man, fucking nearly fucking killed fucking Matt. You know.
The Briscoe.
That's the thing. Don't tell me they've never had a lucrative offer from WWE because they fucking have. I think some guys are talking like we've never had a discuss yet.
Yeah, the fucking Briscoes.
They just won't pay you what they won't pay you what your ego thinks you're worth.
So my question: what Bullet Club guy right now, has any real value in AEW? Go ahead, I'll wait.
You're gonna be waiting a minute.
I am.
No.
Somebody play the elevator music, please.
Page is a fucking great fucking wrestler.
No. I didn't say who's a great wrestler. I said who has value. What is Hangman Page done in AEW that's given him that
I believe
Bullet
Page
Club
should have
status?
been the man. Page should have been the man from day one.
I think they should have put the belt on Page from the rip.
Yeah. Should have been the ultimate fucking baby face and then transitioned into a heel. Should have done it. It made no sense to do it any other way. It's like the next belt change.
Not just
if
that.
It wasn't Kingston, it has to be Pac. It has to be Pac.
But not just that. When you consider how they started it, right? When they had their All Out, Double or Nothing, or whatever, the first pay-per-view, they were talking about, oh, these are young, new, hungry wrestlers, and then they put it on Jericho instead of Page. What sense does that make thematically? You know what I mean? Like, this is supposed to be about young guys and young talent, and they don't put the belt on the new guy.
And who was the first tag team champs? Wasn't it your Scorpio Sky and
Scorpio? It was it was Scope.
It's SCU.
Yep, it was SCU. Which two of those guys are old?
Dude, they've been around forever. No shit. But
I'm not shitting on them.
Wait.
I'm not shitting on them.
Was it? I can't remember which combo was it, because they switch out once in a while.
It wasn't Daniels. It was Kazarian and Scorpio.
It was Sky and Kazarian, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you still have the old guy. So all of these guys that you keep saying is about the young guy, the only young guy that's not one of the main core guys that held that belt is now Darby Allin. Cody is your Bullet Club guy who's been around the block for a while. Your tag team champs was with Kazarian, who's old. It went to Jericho, who was old. John Moxley's not a spring chicken.
I think, you know, doing this podcast because I like the fact that we can transition from things, but at the end, it all comes back to the main thing. When you look at rosters around the world, right, you look at this AEW roster, and I would say there's a lot of good talent there, but I prefer to watch Dark than I do Dynamite.
Yep.
Because I think Dynamite, to me, when I'm watching it, I'm kind of like, I fucking seen this on Monday night. You know? 20 minutes, 30 minutes of segments, freaking pro. You know,
it really does.
Funny to me because I used to cut promos on another fucking thing, and it was just bullshit because they can't do promos.
Butcher, it really does feel like they're trying to do their own version of NXT, doesn't it? Just to try to draw that crowd. They're doing WWE Light.
It just feels forced. It never felt like that when the company started and they started their TV deal. It never felt like this. So it felt like a wrestling product for wrestling fans. Now it just feels exactly like the other fucking place.
And that's why I like Dark. I really like Dark. I think Dark is where guys feel like I need to do it here to try to get on Dynamite and get that contract. That's how I feel. It's kind of like college football or basketball. Is you still busting your ass to get to the next level? Mm-hmm. I feel like that. You know, I'm going to take 3. I
don't mean to cut you off, but something just occurred to me. The last year
is the Rock's son.
the last year, their roster, right? To Butcher's point, their roster's been getting filled with a lot of ex-WWE talent. I mean, yeah, they have Dark where they pick up the indie guys and the young and up and coming, but their main show really feels like, you know, you had Zack Ryder pop on, you had Miro, you had the FTR guys. Those are all old ex-WWE guys.
I mean, listen, right? The poor guy shows up on Dark, right? This is Will Hobbs, right? Shows up on Dark, gets a hell of a push, makes himself look amazing on camera, right? Yeah, the kid's got a serious fucking issue with bitch tit, you know, which is blatant and you can see it. Right? But he makes himself look $1 million. I know what we'll do. We'll take him with Team Taz. Who's booking the shit? How can you okay that? You're 3/4 of your roster are heels.
Here's a better question. They have a ton of phenomenal, talented young women wrestlers. A lot of them. More than a lot of other places. But instead, they got Brandy coming out all the time. They got, like, why? But, like, no, I'm not going to...
How about one walk out and go, yo, Brandy, I got this.
It's for real. Like,
flat the taste out of someone's mouth.
Like, Sheeta's amazing. Even Riho is fucking amazing. They can go. And I understand that they're not necessarily going to cut
into this position, I think. I wasn't too keen on her when she first showed up. I was kind of like,
But she could go, and I understand that she can't cut these promos like they want. But at that point, why not just slap the belt on Britt Baker? Why not slap the belt on half of them? Literally just.
Can't slap the
I
belt
really
on Britt
don't
Baker.
like Britt Baker. I
don't think you could, for the fact that she's injury prone. She is injury prone. And I'm going to tell you straight up, if you want a girl who could cut a promo, throw it on Ivelisse.
Hell, throw it on Swole.
Do something. I mean, you had Thunder Rosa sitting there who's stupid over right now, and you have her losing to NWA Power Champion, which NWA is a flop. I don't get this, though. I'll crap on that in a minute. But what I will say is NWA Dark. Oh no, NWA Dark. Look at me. I'm real hyped to shit on NWA. AEW Dark has so many young, talented people. I'm fired up. So many talented people that you look. Lindsay Snow from out here, beautiful chick, talented tattoo artist, great in ring. Had a great match against Thunder Rosa. She has I think she has a match with Ivelisse. I think last week or whatever. You have her that sits there. She can cut promo. She can fight with anybody. She's dope. The only problem with her is I think she's not TV wise because she has so many tattoos that you know how TV people get with females with a lot of tattoos. They kind of look the other way like, oh, I don't know if you're right. Huh?
So what's going on with NWA, right? I mean, obviously, I keep seeing a lot of fucking people floating across NWA and AEW. I think basically got an issue with their talent refusing to wrestle or what?
Like Kingston, right? Because Kingston did that hop over to here too.
I can tell you that Ricky Starks, and I'm not going to say why, but I know because of a talent that used to work there. Let me try to chill with what I was about to say. But Ricky Starks and Zicky Dice left because they felt a certain way. Ricky Starks, to me, I love Ricky Starks. I'm a Ricky Starks fan. I know people call him a poor little man's rock or whatever you want to call him. But I love Ricky Starks. Zicky Dice, I don't know why he hadn't transitioned anywhere else yet. I thought he was phenomenal. But you had Ricky Starks, Zicky Dice, Allison Kay, Kingston, Storm. There's some Thunder Rosa, and I'm missing probably another few that were NWA powerhouse people, and
everyone apart from Nick Aldis who sucks ass.
Yeah.
Whoa! You're not gonna own Aldis? He's one of yours.
Who?
Aldis. He's a fucking UK.
Aldis.
He's a UK product.
Jesus Christ, he's a forgotten. The guy used to stand on a fucking poodle, fucking swinging a jewel stick, man. Fucking ex-gladiator.
Butcher, I'm coming at you, man. Like
I ain't even taking it. Hello?
Yes, fucking Aldis.
Terrible, man. Honestly. I don't get it, man. This is what I'm saying.
He looks like a pro wrestler, but
prestigious title. They talk about the 12 pounds of gold. It's a prestigious title. Oldest belt in wrestling. Okay? Look at the guys that have wore that belt. Right? And look at the guys who have wore that belt that continue to this day to have their names.
Isn't that
basically promote that belt? In a few years' time, right? When they go and they say Nick Aldis, NWA champion, you're gonna go, who the fuck's that guy? Oh, he used to be in Gladiators in the UK. that guy used to swing from the rings. You know what I mean? No. Who came up with the idea, let's put the 12 pounds of gold on Nick Aldis?
Corgan?
Billy
Corgan?
Say,
wait, Chef, it's Billy Corgan who's backing it, right?
Am I right in saying that Nikita Koloff is the tag team champion at the minute?
I think so.
No.
So why isn't Nikita Koloff the NWA world champion? right? I wouldn't feel cheated by that, right? Because I'm a big WCW fucking fan, right? Nikita Koloff was the man, right? Never mind saying, yeah, but dude, look how old he is. Who was champion before Nick Aldis?
Storm, right?
Yeah.
It was
How
Storm?
old was
Yeah.
he? He was in his 50s? What's the difference? At least if you put Nikita Koloff's fucking name on that NWA title, it would be with someone prestigious.
Well, I thought that Nick Aldis in the first stretch, I thought he did a good job. How they booked him as that guy. I did think they did a good job booking him strong. I was like, wow, okay, Nick Aldis looks great. This long into it, I don't know why he's still the man. Here's my beef is COVID shuts down NWA. I cannot complain or say shit because COVID, you're trying to take care of your people. I get that. They're like, oh, we're going to come back with Carney Land. I'm an NWA fan. Two of my boys work there. Let me go see what Carney Land is. It's like their fucking version of like a podcast. I don't give a shit what they're doing during the fucking COVID. I'm a wrestling fan. I want to see my wrestlers wrestle. I don't give a shit if they're sitting home fucking painting and shit. For that, I'll go look at a fucking artist that I like who's going to paint because he's a painter. I'll look at that person doing that. If I want to see a motherfucker do some crazy shit, that's what their lane is. So Carney Land, flop. They scrap it. I see Shockwave. New content coming. I'm like, oh, shit. New content. Let's get it popping. Shockwave is not live new content. Shockwave is shit that I've already seen on Primetime Live that they're throwing on the NWA. So this shit is old fucking footage from like a week or 2 weeks ago. What the fuck are you saying and giving a name to something if I already seen this shit? NWA should be fucking...
It clearly likes wasting money because that would have cost him money.
It is. You gotta...
You know? Why didn't he just phone Vince and go, hey, Vince, do you want to put up our old shit on the network? I'd love to.
All right.
I'd love to.
So I'm gonna
come with Nick Aldis. Hey, Honor, does your guy Mark Dallas need an Englishman? I got. I'll phone him. Yo, Mark, it's. I know who it is. Oh, okay. Well, do you want Nick Aldis? Beep. Mark.
So let's be honest, right? The NWA stuff is fucking historically amazing. I'm gonna start fights here because I know somebody amongst the circle is a big Billy Corgan fan. I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna name names.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like I told Eva Lonce, fuck Billy Corgan. This is a wrestling podcast. This is a wrestling podcast. This isn't Rolling Stones. We don't talk music. So where does Billy Corgan fucking fit in to talking this shit? He had one promotion before this. It flopped. He went to Impact. He was a fucking idiot and didn't know how to fucking take care of his money. He got kicked the fuck out and paid off. Then he jumps to NWA and throws back-to-back flops. What the fuck is Billy Corgan really going to get credit for?
This is my point.
Okay, my fault. I apologize.
No, it's all good. I was gonna say the woes of fucking NWA. I can look firmly at one person who has a really rough track record with with products. It's Billy Corgan, and my statement was ultimately that somebody is a Corgan fan. It ain't me. It ain't Butcher. It ain't you. Corgan's like the cancer that they used to talk about back in the 90s. when Vince was like, Vince is like, it's a lethal injection. It's gonna kill it all. Yeah, it's Corgan. Exactly.
Billy Corgan's walking backstage NWA and no one's giving him
too sweetie.
Too sweet.
They're like, Billy, get the fuck out of here, Billy. Go do something.
Go play some fucking music.
Why is he the president? Is it just because he's throwing money at it? Is that what's going on? Because it's fucking terrible.
You know what? Billy Corgan's so fucking awesome, right? When he was with Impact Wrestling and the Decay, who I'm not a fan of, Decay gets the Marilyn Manson thing, right? Now, if Billy Corgan was smart and he has all these music industry connections because he's one of the greatest of all time, Billy Corgan, Rolling Stone, something or another, how come he can't tell Marilyn Manson, yo, Marilyn Manson, I need you to come to my Bound for Glory shit, play your shit live for the crowd while the Decay comes out, has a fucking instant classic moment, kind of like when oh man, what was the group that did Triple H's music and they used to come, like he used to come out Motorhead. Can you imagine if they had that moment with him? But no, Billy Corgan is so fucking smart, he doesn't know how to network himself. This is the guy that you want running your company? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
and y'all can hate. Listen,
Vince
if you
even
don't like
to
what
music,
I'm saying,
and Vince has got pulling power in the music industry.
Hold on.
Holy shit, dude!
If you don't like what I'm saying about Billy fucking Corgan, wait. If you don't like what I'm saying, it's at OG_Boricua Don Dada. So OG_BORICUA_DONDA. Fucking holla at me. My fault.
It's all good. I'm letting you air this out because you gotta get it out of your system.
Fuck you! I love Billy Corgan. GIF.
This fucking chef guy. Billy Corgan's gonna at you. Don't worry. Listen.
Coming up to your area, and I'm gonna drink your rum and coconut.
Holy shit, dude! You know what the worst part is? You're so on the nose with this because I thought for a moment that they were remotely creative enough to actually put a bunch of live music to a bunch of their wrestling events. It would have shaken out so much differently, right? They could have drawn a whole different crowd. Things could have been, dude. Vince, to fucking Butcher's point, Vince doesn't give a fuck about any of these bands. I'm positive they got Poppy, they got Motorhead, they got so much music. The NXT events
back in the day. Yeah,
holy shit!
He had, you know,
who was the
the
guy who was
look at all the theme musics of SmackDown and Raw.
Dude, whoever's doing Vince's music for all of his shit, that dude's on point. They keep changing it up. The fucking music is tight. And this goes back years. Remember how fucking WWF had fucking discs of fucking
the soundtracks. It was the WWF soundtrack.
Before
the
they shit on Jim Johnson, wasn't it? It's before they shit on Jim Johnson and fucking brought these fucking idiots that doing shit now.
Dude, the Brood had fucking great fucking music.
Oh, what the entrance music was awesome. Awesome.
And so, like, and you tell me Billy Corgan couldn't fucking rub two fucking sticks together, two brain cells, and figure out maybe I should add some fucking live music,
right? Because you two are going to agree with me. Listen, if you tune in to watch anything, right, whether it's a movie or Nick Aldis's theme music, right, Last of the Mohicans heavy metal, I was like, oh shit! Nobody told me this, and I mean, I love the soundtrack to that. You know, anything like Gladiator, you know, easy listening, chill you out, but it gives you goosebumps. Stick Rocky on, man, I want to go outside for a fight. You know? It is, though, isn't it? It's the same with theme music for wrestling. Yeah. It gives you that feel good. It's already got you involved in the pay-per-view.
Butcher, Nakamura's theme, his first theme, fucking lit. Everybody loved it. Even his second theme.
When they walked out against Sami Zayn, did you see that screenshot of Sami Zayn in the corner? And he just smiled.
Yeah.
You know?
Even the second one, when he got that one band from fucking Japan to fucking dude, it's fucking amazing. It's so hand in hand. But instead, fucking AEW, I don't know what canned music they're fucking putting out for half of their wrestlers. It's fucking boring. Same thing with fucking NWA. Hell, the UK guys, their music's on fucking point. Like when they come out, a lot of their music, fucking hard rock, Smash Mouth shit, fucking punk, whatever. Dude, it's fucking great.
See, I'm glad you said that UK shit, because I got to interview the Purge from ICW, and I didn't know what that Asylum thing was on their cut. So I asked them, and they were like, "Oh, that's where we train," and blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh, that's dope." So I was like, "Yo, talking to these guys before I even hit record, and then while I'm fucking talking to them, I'm just kind of staring at the screen like I'm doing now, and these guys look like they're ready to have a wrestling match, but they're in their fucking homes." So I was like, "Yo, I got a question, and you could listen to it. It's fucking weird because I never asked somebody." I was like, "You guys don't feel like a gimmick. Like what I seen on ICW Network is what I feel like I'm talking to right now." And they were like, "No. They're fucking gimmicks. Like what you so." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." So I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like legit. So now I don't want to go too crazy into it. I'm like, I'm gonna wait, talk to him after, unhit record, and I'm like, "Yo, you guys feel like you look like you're ready to fuck somebody up?" And they start laughing, and they're like, "That's us every day. Like what you see on TV is what you get. It ain't like that here. You know what I mean? Like over here, 90% of people are fucking gimmicks. Mm-hmm. The other half, they might live this shit. Kingston, he's a hood dude. You know what I mean? Like you do have certain guys who are really from this shit. I appreciate people who come out, if their music affects them or not, like looking like a Thomas Latimer. That fucking music and impact, that crazy shit. I'm not even a rock fan. And I felt like fucking grabbing a knife, stabbing half the people in the zone. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, this shit is nuts. Coming out yelling, his hair is all over the fucking place. And it's like, holy shit. Case in point. And I'm going to tell you, Chris Masters, when they're doing the Lethal Lockdown versus GFW, I was there. When Bram starts walking up, Chris Masters takes a step back, and you can see Bobby Lashley telling him to dial it back. Like, Bobby Lashley hits Bram's chest, and you ain't hear it on TV. We did. I wish Crooked was here because he was on. He was like, "Yo, you heard me fucking tell him to dial it back." Bram looked like he wanted to kill these people. Like It was not. Music makes a difference. Yeah. It really does.
I love it.
Triple H coming out to Motorhead.
It's the one that's always pissed me off about WWE was I still believe. Yeah, he made the fuck up with the DUI. And then he paid the price because he was fucking married to the fucking daughter of the man they call, you know what I mean? Paid the price, didn't he? You know? But I always look at it and think he's the one that got away. When you go back and watch FCW, NXT, and you watch that ascension, and you see him with the orb in his hand, and it just grieves me. Because, like we just spoke about then, the Brood. And then you look at all these dark, Gothic is a big fucking thing, right? Gothic horror, dark shit, it's scary. Look at The Fiend and all that now. Kane, Undertaker. It was a success story. Instead, they painted the motherfuckers after Bram went up in fucking Kratos fucking shit. The fuck's that got to do with the ascension? You're missing the point.
It's horrible. It's horrible creative. It's how do you take something that's working and then flush it down the toilet? It's called American wrestling. So when I sit here
and that's why I look
at
it, right? It don't go with. It's never flowed with me, and it's never felt good how he got done. DUI, okay, yeah, bad
Butcher,
boy, suspended,
Butcher,
yeah.
Butcher,
no,
it's not.
Ric Flair wanted him gone.
Butcher, it's not just them though. It's like so much of the talent that came out of NXT and came up through NXT fucking just got wasted on the main roster. Right? Reams and reams of fucking dudes.
Chance. You know?
Look at what's that group that Eric Young was in with Killian Dane? The Sanity. Sanity was fucking nuts.
It was over.
Sanity should be the hottest shit in wrestling.
Let's call them up to the main roster and split them up.
You had motherfuckers coming out with helicopters and fucking smoke and all types of shit. Like, it looked like a post-apocalyptic bad
Theme
motherfuckers.
music was good as well. You know, the helicopter, the searchlights, you know,
like
the graffiti
the smoke, all
on the
of it.
wall.
Like, and it works. It works because they had what's his face? Wolf.
Yeah, Alexander Wolf.
Alexander Wolf's there, fucking, and they're all fucking.
They had Fulton as the original big guy before they brought in Dane.
Yeah, and even Dane.
Psycho, now she's been tamed.
Yeah, now she wants to hug up on Alexa Bliss all the time, which I love Alexa Bliss. And
it's a shame because let's be honest, right? If you want a face to shine, you have to have a good fucking a heel or a faction of heels to fucking throw them up against. And that whole fucking faction was good. They could have used that for a year, 2 years.
Look at the shit they're doing with Redemption. Is it called Redemption? What's it called again?
Retribution.
Oh, that trash Retribution.
Dude, they murdered that. That was DOA. That didn't even get off the ground. Literally, they're like, "Oh, here's a new faction. lose, win one, lose, win one, lose."
What's worse?
And Mustafa Ali basically look at reckoning. As if we don't know her name, me and him.
Oh,
you're embarrassing me, Mustafa Ali. You're an embarrassment to yourself.
Listen. I'm not mad at him, right? Because fucking creative, dude. This Raw's giving me cancer. All right, I'm slowly dying from watching Raw. Like, I feel like I'm just dying inside. I know within less than a year's time they're gonna fuck up the Hurt business. They're gonna shit all over all of it just because they don't know what the fuck to do.
Gold at the minute, that is, man. That is absolute gold. What was with Curtis Alexander walking out? Did anyone see that?
Dude, what's her name? The Reckoning chick from Retribution? Her mask fell off. They didn't even try to fucking put it back on. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Are we keeping this a secret? What?
Hey, did you notice that Vince upgraded their Slapjack's mask from paper to plastic? We got to do something with this mask on her. Hey, they're nothing to do with me anymore, Vince.
Wait. And then they got the fucking commentators fucking clowning them week in and week out. Listen, Corey Graves.
I couldn't care about any of them, right? I quite feel sorry for that Dion, right? Because I think I always kind of remember the segment with Brock Lesnar where he stood up against Brock, and I was like, oh damn! And he was a big dude. Right? But it pains me to see him doing Dijakovic like this, man. It fucking hurts.
Because he can go. And listen, my biggest problem with Raw, and I'll stick to Raw because I can shit all over fucking WWE. It's fucking low-hanging fruit. It's easy. But when I watch it and I'm sitting there going, isn't your job to get some of the fucking talent over on the fucking when you're sitting there calling matches? Why are they clowning half of these fucking wrestlers? Why aren't they fucking building them up as a fucking threat? What is is your roster so bloated you don't have to give a shit? Really? You took the time to build a fucking faction and then you shit on it in the same week.
WWE has such a loyal fan base, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
That's why they don't give a shit. That's why they don't give a shit.
It's the mentality. They'll buy it anyway.
Yeah,
you know, they're gonna. This guy says he's gonna cancel the network. Fair enough. If he cancels it, he's gonna subscribe tomorrow. You know, the t-shirt for this guy sucks. Make another one, he'll buy it. That is the whole fucking thing I'm talking about. There is that. How are you supposed to respect something when they don't respect the fan base anyway?
They don't give a shit.
There's no fan fucking respect. I'll tell you now, ICW, Mark Dallas and Mr. Duncan, they respect the shit out of fucking, whether they've got 100 people, 200 people, 1,000. They're filling that freaking Hydrodome, man. That's 17,000, 8,000, including the floor seats next to the ring. And I'm telling you now that they are diehard. They are shit you not, dude. There are people fighting in the car park. there are meets. People, you know what I mean? Before they go in, police don't get involved or anything. Mark Dallas basically just says, let him get on with it. You know, let him get on with it.
Dude,
let him get all his pent up frustration out of him, and they'll all come together when fucking Madonna plays anyway.
Yeah, everybody be kumbaya and everything is great.
You know, but Vince McMahon's like, because fans can't have their fucking, you know, fans can't have their say in a WWE arena. People can't go in there and go, CM Punk, just because they want to piss Vince off. Vince is like, cancel it, cut him out.
Yeah.
Or my favorite, the day after WrestleMania when they're fucking throwing the beach balls around and fucking the commentators are trying their best to pretend it's not fucking happening. And so it took them like how many years, how many fucking, 3-4 years before they're like, yeah, they get a little rowdy the day after WrestleMania. Look at them go. They do weird stuff like boo the heroes and cheer the bad guys. We don't know fans, right? I'm like, no, they're so pent up with shit that you guys don't let them fucking enjoy anything. They got the fucking security guards fucking grabbing beach balls and popping them. And they're literally they're doing waves. Remember that shit? They were fucking doing a wave at one of the fucking Raws after WrestleMania.
Can you imagine what's going to happen when WWE actually is allowed to put fans back in an arena?
Oh,
the fans are going to lose their shit.
They're going to go nuts.
I think so. We're going to get a fucking ECW moment when they start chucking the chairs in the ring.
Nah. Ain't nobody chucking no chairs. Like, those chairs are cemented down.
There's going to be so much pent-up frustration.
I remember that match when they fucking filled an entire fucking ring with just fucking chairs. The fucking fans are, oh my God.
Vince is going to hire Brock Lesnar as his personal bodyguard.
He's going to have to.
You know what I mean? Brock, well, whatever I was paying you before, times it by 3 and times by 4 for every German suplex you do. Yeah, okay, Vince.
That's if Brock even comes back at this point. He will if he's bored.
He ain't coming back, man. He's negotiating a lucrative deal with UFC. Yeah, I think so. He wants Bones Jones.
I mean, if he can get up the steroids long,
Bones Jones.
Dude, if he can get up the steroids long enough,
pain problems and steroids.
Dude, if he can keep himself off long enough to not fucking piss hot, I mean, he might win a belt. He's big enough to do it.
Me the other day, and this person's normally quite accurate with shit. Funny enough, and this person basically said to me, "Dude," he said, "I don't know for sure, but obviously New Japan has got new guys in charge now, hasn't it? And apparently they were talking to Brock." Yeah, I can't see that. I can't see that though. Somehow, I just don't think Brock's that guy anymore.
I think if it's a one and done, like if it's literally just he comes in for one event and he's out, and they give him a big enough check, he'd do it.
Yeah, but we're talking Brock Lesnar going strong style, and I know Japan's renowned for strong style, but who the fuck is big enough now to go with someone like Brock strong style?
Do they still have Elgin there or no?
No,
Elgin ain't wrestling nowhere.
I think Elgin's had his passport and everything taken off him.
Okay.
Elgin had the me thing, whatever.
Him too. Man,
he's part of that me movement.
I just don't see.
I don't see them throwing Okada.
Yeah,
they wouldn't throw. They wouldn't throw Okada at him. They don't want Okada getting hurt.
Kill Okada.
Yeah. Don't murder Okada.
No.
Oh. What's his name?
Naito would get killed.
No, they wouldn't throw Naito at him either. What's his name? Suzuki.
Ain't nobody on that roster big enough to fuck with, bro.
Suzuki would go.
Right, would have been the perfect matchup, right? And
you've got to heard it. He's like 9,000 years old, and I love it.
Oh, Minoru. Yeah, man. I'd be all for that shit. I'm telling you. Right?
He'd go.
But the other guy they had him. He came through the Lions Den, the Young Lions. But I think he had a major accident back in, I think it was 2016-17. That Kitamura, he was stacked, big, freaking huge guy, young
He got
kid.
hurt. But he got hurt.
Yeah.
No, dude,
And
Rob,
then they just cut ties with him.
Dude, all these guys get fucking. I mean, like, if you get your chance, you get your chance. But like, I honestly feel like when it comes to fucking New Japan, if they're not over, they get fucking robbed of their fucking chance. If they get hurt, they get robbed of their chance.
I'd like to see Chris Redfrew, man, go against Minoru Suzuki. He'd be all for that. Like, he'd be like, yes, let's have it.
Dude, Suzuki's a tough. He may be old, but he'll go.
Yeah. I think. No, I know he's been in the. I know he's had a few matches in the UK, Minoru Suzuki.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's ever been in an IC. Hey, you're gonna have to send a message to Mark Dallas. Get Minoru in ICW, man.
Get Suzuki, throw him in.
That'd be crazy. Listen, if you put him against like a Mikey Whiplash or a Chris Renfrew, oh, dude, I'm telling you, that's
Whiplash is never returning to ICW. That's a guarantee. No, not after the shit that he's been there. He's getting done, and he's going to trial.
Oh shit!
One of the speaking out shit. Yeah, he's getting.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he's in quite a bit of trouble. They cut ties with him.
A lot of talent getting swept up on that shit.
Dude, it's not even finished yet.
That list is nuts, and I'm not even talking like UK. Like, it hit so many people over here that it was just as big as a COVID pandemic in the wrestling industry. It was just like
I read that I read somewhere that Jay White's name popped up on there as well.
Really?
Recently, there was Jay White. Jay White, Tamatonga, and Bad Luck Fale. Their names
really?
Yeah. So I was like, "Fuck." It ain't gonna stop though. Listen, this is like we were saying, right? Journalists, media, they will big you up. They will make you the biggest thing in the world, and then they have the fucking biggest axe to chop you down. They can do it whenever they want. They can do it whenever they want, you know? And like we know, fucking, there is no honesty in this world. There ain't no honesty, you know? I know some people, it's painful and all this sort of stuff, you know, and sometimes it's hard to speak, but I don't know, man. There's a difference between that thin line between an accusation and a truth. And the problem with people these days is they read the wrong sources, and they don't read the line; they read between them.
Well, it's that clickbait thing. It's like if it will say something like, even if you don't hit a female, it could be like, "Oh, chef assaulted this female," but it could be verbally. It could be her trying to say something to me, or it could be, you know, something. At the end of the day, if you actually read what happens, it might not be saying shit. It might be telling someone, "Yo, get the fuck away from me." You know what I mean? Like, but to make like it sell,
like the Pat Patterson stuff. I refuse to believe that.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. At this point, there's no difference between being accused of something and being guilty of something, and that's unfortunate.
If you're accused, you might as well have done it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying like, how do I put it? Clearly, some people don't know how to act, right?
Yeah, when you're dead, you can't clear your name.
And even outside of that, like this whole sweeping thing that's going on, that we're sort of talking about, the undercurrent of it, like it's guilty before innocence instead of innocent before guilt.
Yeah,
whatever.
There is no innocence. That's the thing, isn't it? O.J. Simpson still fucking did it. You know, and that's it.
Dude, he's still looking for the killer of his wife on the golf course. Look,
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I'm not the guy at these golfing tournaments. All right, don't come at me.
I didn't say nothing.
At Macho. www at. All right.
I just listen. I mean, I just look at it and I just think, listen, when you're dead, you're dead.
Well, even if you're not,
but,
what I mean.
People will always continue to bury you. You're 6 foot under, and they will still fucking dig. Even if your name is cleared, you're still guilty to millions, billions of people.
And you know what the sad part for me is there's no way to parse it anymore. You can't just pull out fact from fiction. So these guys, a lot of these young guys, really, the second it gets stuck on them, it's over. It's done. Okay.
They just want to kill everything, though. That's just the thing. The harm that does potentially to the business that we all love is huge.
You know what?
Huge. Because people will say, right? Yeah, we will say that there's a fine line between truth and lies. Yeah? But a lot of people will say, well, if he did it, then this guy must have done it too.
Yep.
You know, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Listen,
and it just ruins and tarnishes.
All I'm going to say, and we'll end it with this, is that if you're an upcoming wrestler, listen, don't mess with no ring rats. Keep your nose clean and do it the right way as much as you can do it.
It's not hard. Come correct. Come correct.
Come correct. And I'm going to tell you, ring rats don't come with just fucking females. Because now there are female talents that sleep with dudes. So let me tell you, male or female, get your shit right. Come correct. So at the end of the day, nobody can say, this guy did this guy did that. No. Go get yourself a chick away from this industry. Or a dude.
There's two people that these up-and-coming dudes can look at as a great reference point. Fucking Keanu Reeves with his fucking hover hands that you never see his fucking hands on anybody. He's got his hands out when he's taking pictures with ladies. Does not touch anybody, ever. The dude's fucking bulletproof. Okay? Keanu Reeves, man. The fucking Saint Reeves. Henry Cavill's another dude. Does not mess with anybody. Does his own thing. Keeps to himself. Keeps his hands to himself. He's legit. That's how you got to be now. If you're going to come up, you got to be fucking bulletproof, because if you're not, that's it. You're done.
Game over.
It's game over.
No, just if you want to be guilty, just do a Braun Strowman and just going to say, going to get these hands. No.
Gentlemen, before we get up out of here, please plug your social medias and we're ghost. Oh, that's the you, big bro.
You
that
can
macho.
Get me. You gonna go?
Oh.
Go.
At Macho. Come at me. No. I'm messing around. It's in the links. Come find me. Come at me. You want a piece of it. You want to be angry at me for fucking sticking my finger in your eye, or you need a milk bath and you got to fucking yell. Go ahead. Be sensitive. It's fine. I got thick skin.
Thick skin.
Butcher.
You don't want to find me. No, you can get me on Facebook. Maximum Wrestling World Order. It's a nice channel, but hey, not a lot of people like to come there anyway, so whatever. You can get me on Twitter. I don't really care. But yeah, you can get us. I'll message Rob the links, and you know all this. So I mean, I'm the BHITB. I've been doing it for years, a lot longer than the other guys.
You know what? I love what they do. It's going to be www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. I don't even want to plug nothing else, because earlier I plugged if you want to argue with me, if you want to love me, if you want to hate me, I don't care. None of you will ever pay my bills, so none of you will ever matter. That's how I'm going to leave it. Ladies and gentlemen, for myself, the big homies, we out of here. Deuces.